when I'm recording this video, I can't help but to laugh. For the Days 1 Easter update, there's already been some minor changes. There have been some minor changes, and I may or may not be part of the reason for it. So in case you missed it, it's not too big of a deal. Like players extracting the wrong position, various collision issues, passive, active, and passive abilities, swapping their GUI. You know, normal quality of life stuff that shouldn't normally affect you. Especially this next one. This really shouldn't affect you, but yet it had to have been changed. They capped Coco's bonbon placements to 10 on the ground at the same time. And in case you haven't seen my Coco video, there were some things being made with the bomb. I'll talk about it later. Either way, we have some fun stuff today. For example, people shipping Bassie and Coco. Like, why? Clearly, they hate each other. No, Buddy Basket is real, I swear. As I yell, the whole fandom drags me into a padded white room because you belong there. Hey, wait, inks exist. I scream too, being dragged to the white padded room. Why are you guys following along? But we have a lot of stuff to look at today. For example, the most in-depth way of how toons have turned into twisteds I've ever seen. We actually have Qwel replying to something, so we're gonna unpack that. We have this Danny's World animation that somehow I haven't seen. And why Shelly looks like a chicken. I've been wanting to look at this for a while, but I didn't have a reason to. The theory of why toons turn twisted. We've had several, but this one's very polished. Important note, whenever something is written in apostrophes like this, it means I'm quoting dialogue from the game. So far, we haven't gotten a direct explanation on how it happens, but we have seen a certain toon turning into a twisted. I wonder which one he's talking about. I think he's talking about how Dandy can turn himself twist. Oh, sorry. Danny sells you items in exchange of tapes. If you don't buy from him, he'll get upset, turn into a twisted, and try to kill you. Correct. He's a greedy sunflower who only likes to give me gumballs. Unlike other twisteds, he seems to be able to control it. That's a theory for another day, though. This is true. That is true. Right now, the question is, why does he turn into a twisted? He's gonna say something about the tapes. It's gotta be something about the tapes. Dandy, the star of the show. At least he was, before Garden View closed and his show got canceled. Dandy seems to have some kind of obsession with the past, with how things used to be. Across the map, we find TVs playing old episodes, so probably safe to assume that's what the tapes contain. Your chats with Dandy are boring. What? Yeah, I stuck around for one while invisible. Connie! What? All you talked about was past episodes. Alright. Sorry. Yo, dude, Astro, you shouldn't be apologizing. She was all up in your beeswax. Twisted Dandy design has a bunch of tapes encrusted on his body. After obtaining 100% research on the Twisted, you get a trinket of something the toon found important, like Sprout and Cosmo's friendship bracelets. Dandy's trinket is just merch of himself. Also, he likes classical music. Come on, where is that cannon? Where is that cannon? Guys, I don't think Dandy took Garden View closing very well. We know the show and Garden View were everything to Dandy, so were everything to Dandy. How did Dandy took the whole reason he was created plumbing into era balance? You can't be holding on to those tapes forever now. Come on, look at my selection. For a second, I thought you were ignoring me. We're friends here, right, friend? What is happening? Something I said? Surely you must be saving your tapes for me. Dandy and Bassie low-key act more similar than I realized. You don't need my help? Those tapes were never yours. Those tapes are mine. Don't ignore me! I have a feeling Dandy isn't doing very well. You don't say. What gave it away? I just wondering. But where are his friends? What about the power of friendships? You still arguing with Dandy?
I try to, but he just walks away when I approach most of the time.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And he does the same to me. How's Dandy? I know. I'm worried about Dandy too. Astra, are you still talking with him? Yeah, well, sometimes, not as often. Goodness, Astro, you need to make up your mind. Sorry. In case you're wondering, everyone canonically has Tegan as British. Flutter, I wonder how it feels to fly and be free. Now we have some context. He misses the past, how things used to be. He's scared of being forgotten. He doesn't want to show his weakness. He often covers his insecurities with this happy-go-lucky attitude. As you can see here, they have the depiction of him being a perfectionist and also faking being happy. Even when he's angry, he forces a smile on his face, which could be like an anxious smile, you know, kind of like Bassie a little bit, you know. I'll talk with Sprout and V more in depth in a future post, hopefully, but for now, this is what you need to know. Sprout is overprotective and pushy when it comes to his friends' well-being. He probably noticed Dandy wasn't doing well, tried to help, and Dandy didn't like that very much. Sprout! He sure knows how to push people to do their best. V has issues with her tone. She sometimes come off as a mean without meaning to. She's also the kind of person to instigate fights. Mix that together and we get the reason they're in bad terms with one another. That, and also, it's pretty much confirmed that Dandy hates V. Dandy shoved V's egg into the trash for the Easter update. To wrap Dandy's character up, he's emotionally bad. He doesn't want to show weakness and pushes away anyone who brings it. Combine that and we get hi. So it could be when they feel an extreme emotion, they act out. Why is Dandy about to cut Goof's head off? I'm sure that the reason Dandy becomes twisted is because of the convoluted emotions he has. Before turning to a twisted, he even looks angry. Now the question is this true? Every twisted? I'm not sure. That would mean every toon had convoluted emotions that would lead them to twisting, and that would be Sprout. Are you well? Well enough. What do you mean? Are you okay? Are you okay? Sprout, you seem a little tense. Need a big hug? Nah, I'm good. Are you sure? Sprout! Poppy, are you okay? No, the big question is, are you okay? And the rest of this is all of the mains having dialogue foreshadowing that something is wrong. Or like, rather, they're provoking a seriously big emotion. For example, Twisted Shelly talks about in her literal main character card that the blatant ignorance of her existence has enraged her. And with Glisten talking in his Twisted card, his street ego completely shattered, verge of being overcome by Iker, his fear and loneliness. So he's overcome emotion. Oh my gosh, they're all doing bad. And those were only a couple examples. It's like a running theme, the importance of companionship and friendship. So does that mean toons with strong emotional baggage turn into twisteds? Seems like it, but I believe it's not necessarily related to sadness. I believe it has to do with a strong feeling or emotion, mainly because of toons like Roger, but I'll have to wait for a future post. This was made by Sopa, who we have looked at their animations before, or their comics, and this is phenomenal. So let me know your guys' comments down below. With that being said, I want to look at what this was. It's qwel posting. So it starts off by this person in the Discord saying, I hate her because she's useless. Her gameplay is horrible, her stats are horrible, her designs is horrible, her skin is horrible, her name is horrible, her color palette is horrible, and I think she doesn't deserve to be a main. So, and then qwel posted Delilah Keem below it with a speech bubble, like she's replying to it, as if Delilah said this. The most realist thing ever, straight off the bat. So, let me know what you guys think about this. The literal developer talking about it. With that being said, there's this really popular animation that I've been sent quite a bit that I haven't watched, so okay, I'll go ahead and watch it. And afterwards, don't worry, I'll talk about why the bonbons got banned. So yeah, it's just a dating characters in class. So far. Toodles is... Okay. Got it. Okay, so this goes against everything we just learned. Shrimpo just turned twisted at will, so... Bro! Wasn't even him. Astro sleeping in the back of the class is so real, though. Dude would not throw a desk at Shrimpo. What happened to Tisha? Why is she mad? We got a Flutter and Poppy fight, dude. This is too much. It is too much even for me. Why are there so many fan arts and animations depicting Shelly as a chicken? Why is she a chicken? What's the origin? What's it called? Please explain. And there really is so much art of Shelly as a chicken. I want to know this as well. Famously, birds are the evolved form of dinosaurs after an incomprehensible amount of time, with the chicken in particular being one of the closest things relative to T-Rex. So this whole thing is dinosaurs combined with her personality led people making Shelly a chicken. Okay. So with that being said, I'm actually looking at some of the art that people made with Coco's art, and the band is actually good. This is getting changed. At first, I thought it was funny because the first thing I saw was funny, but that is actually extremely inappropriate and crude. So yeah, this person's saying you got too silly. And they changed the bonbon thing. No, they didn't get too silly. They were being... I saw slurs. Like, you can't... That's not okay. That's really not okay. I think qwel is just trying to protect her community that's mainly made up of kids. And as a player, I respect that. And if you don't, well, you can be one of the people that get mad at qwel as well. But I will always take her side. With that being said, that's all we have for today. Let me know what you guys think about that theory. What you think about the changes. And I don't really know. I'm running a half marathon tomorrow. So a lot of the last videos have kind of been rushed. So I do apologize. But I'll see you guys all again soon.